Hey guys, this is your girl Andi Moore, and this is your No More Starving Artist Financial Freedom Friday tip for today. Okay, so last week I talked about the average net worth of a renter versus a homeowner, and it touched a button for some of you. And it's okay. We can have these type of healthy dialogues so that we can talk about it. Okay, so the average net worth, if you didn't see it last week, the average net worth study that was done in 2016 was roughly $5,300, something like that. The average net worth of a homeowner was roughly $230,000. Huge difference, okay? Huge difference. So let's talk about this. Like I said, it's a statistic. I did not make this up. There was a study done, and it was done in 2016. That was the last time I could find that this statistic was done. I even got this wrong on the test. I was, looking at my real estate information, and it was a test question. I got it wrong because I thought more as well. That being said, let's talk about solutions. Someone said to me, Andi, how am I supposed to save that type of money, especially during this pandemic? What am I supposed to do? So let me just start with this. You need the basics. If you're struggling in this pandemic right now, you need to just focus on the basic things: food, shelter, and some sort of transportation. Those are the basic things you need to think about, okay? Once you have gotten over that hump and you have a more steady ground, then you can start thinking about other things. How can I rebuild my credit? Credit is the first thing that banks look at when you're trying to purchase a home. You need to have a credit score average roughly 645, although here in the Maryland, Virginia, DC area, I have lenders who can go as low as 600, but during this pandemic across the board is roughly 645 credit score. So you need to look into credit repair companies. I cannot suggest one to you because I only want to suggest companies or people or things that I have used myself. I have not used a credit repair company, and I'm not confident in being able to tell you a good company, but you should do that research so that you can repair your credit if that's what you need to do. If your head is still in the sand about what your credit score looks like, get it out, honey. Get it out, because you're losing time. Okay, that's one. Two, some of you are like, I can't save that type of money to buy a house. I get it. There are also first-time home buyer programs in your state and counties. Go research it. Type in Google, first-time home buyer program in the state of New York, first-time home buyer program in the state of Maryland. I am mostly familiar with Maryland, Virginia, and DC because that's where I'm licensed. But I know that there are first-time home buyer programs in every single state and counties so that you don't have to put any money down, so that they can help people who can't afford to save the monies to actually purchase a house. Now, another comment that was made to me was, buying a house is not the only way to build assets. You're absolutely right. It's not the only way to build assets, but it's one of the easiest ways to build assets because everybody got to have a place to live. You got to have a place to lay your head. Why not put it in a house where you're building wealth, where you're building equity, and that you can borrow from eventually, because you want to be borrowing from yourself and not the banks or loans and things like that. So it's just another way to build wealth. So I want to give you guys some hope that just because the average renter net worth was $5,000, that doesn't have to be your story. If you're renting right now, start making a plan to purchase a home. Start making that plan. And if you're one of those people who live out of suitcases and you're traveling here and there, still purchase a house, because not only will it give you a great tax break, but you can rent it out. And when you're ready to settle back down, you have a home to go to that somebody's been paying the mortgage of through your rent, through the rental process that you've rented it out for. So let's just think out of the box, people. Building wealth. This is your girl, Andi Moore, and this is your No More Starving Artist Financial Freedom Friday tip for today.